Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Am I audible and clearly visible? Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Please turn on your camera. Arya, Mahi, Zuvaria, Brahmi, Nandan, Anaya, Zoe, Aditya, Akshara.
Sir, can you see me?
Who?
Yeah, please.
Yes, Priyorshi, you are visible. Good. Zoe, turn on the camera. Athiya, Rudra, and who is remaining? Alishba and Trisha. Turn on the camera. Aditya. Wes, turn on the camera. Alishba, Aditya, Zoe, Nandan, Rudra, turn on the camera fast. Okay, everyone is here. ठीक है. We'll just wait for 1 more minute. Okay. Let's see if someone is joining. Else we'll start. ठीक है. Okay, everyone is here. ठीक है. Now no one is joining. Okay, so in the last class we have discussed till the lightning conductor, right? है ना? Lightning conductor we have already completed. So till this slide we have already completed in the last class. Have you made this diagram also? I told you to make this diagram. Have you done that? Everyone? Anyone who is remaining to draw? Yes. Kina. What? Is it? Have you drawn this diagram or not? No?
No,
Draw.
sir.
Draw it then.
No, sir.
Okay, draw it fast. ठीक है. देखो, a simple diagram you can make, है ना? A very simple diagram you can make. ऐसे बनाओ. Simply, this is the building. These are the windows. Like, ठीक है. A simple diagram you can make. This is the lightning conductor, which is ultimately buried inside the ground. So that's how you have to make it. Okay, a very simple diagram you have to make, not a very decorative one. Okay.
So can you explain in brief? I wasn't there in the last class.
Lightning conductor. Okay, I'll explain. No worries. Okay. Okay, so this is the lightning conductor. देखो here, है ना? And what is this? It is connected here. This is the wire, है ना? Conducting wire. It will come here, and it is buried inside the ground. So this is called this here we can say कि the wire is now grounded. Either you can say this, or there is a technical word that is called the earthing. EARTHING. ठीक है? So you can say that we have done the earthing. Earthing, this process is simply called the earthing. Okay, this is called the earthing. What will happen in this condition? देखो, lightning conductor, what is the work of lightning conductor? This too we have already understood, right? Okay, so lightning conductor is what? A lightning conductor is a metallic rod installed along the walls of the buildings during their construction. So during the construction, if you'll see, this is the lightning conductor. Here we are having the rod which is installed here. It is then connected with a wire. Okay, that is the conducting wire. So whenever the lightning happens like this, so it attracts the lightning, all the charges will come here. they will interact with the lightning conductor and they'll just get transferred through this wire. Okay, through the wire they will come here, and ultimately this lightning conductor, this rod, is buried inside the ground. Since it is buried inside the ground, all the charges will go inside the ground, and that is called as the earthing. Okay, so in that condition the same thing is written here ki one end of rod is pointed. This end is kept higher than the highest point of the building, as we can see in the figure also. The other end of the rod is buried deep in the ground. This is the thing which we are saying, okay, it is grounded. Okay, rod is grounded. The rod provides easy path for the transfer of electric charges into the ground. Okay, so the transfer of charges will simply happen with the help of lightning conductor. So all the charges from that lightning, you can say, that will simply go inside the ground. Okay? And ground or the earth, you can say, earth is called the ocean of charges. What we call? We call it as the ocean of charges. So no matter how much amount of charge you will give to the earth, it will neutralize it. Okay? No matter how much amount of charge you are giving to the earth, it will simply neutralize it. Okay? Zoe, have you not written this thing in the last class? I told you to write. We have written this thing already. Hai, so no need to write it again. Okay? Need
So,
not to. Yes.
I'm new to this class.
Rishitaran.
Yeah,
Okay. This is your first class?
yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so my name is Ankit Shukla and I teach physics here. On the behalf of whole PW team and your class, your batchmates, I welcome you all to the today's class. Okay, and I hope you have gone through the recordings of the lectures which are already there. It is uploaded in your portal. Have you gone through it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Have you made the notes out of that?
No, I didn't.
No? Okay.
Okay.
ठीक है, no worries. अभी take your time, है ना? Take your time and just make the notes. All the previous notes you have to make. ठीक है? Whatever notes I just go with that thing. You have to write all the notes here in the class itself. ठीक है? In case we are running out of time, तो ठीक है, then you can write it later. Whatever I am writing here, whatever is written in this slide, you will get all the slides on your portal. Okay, so in case if you have missed anything, you can simply note it down later from there also. Okay, okay, but please try to write it here in the class itself. Whenever we'll learn the things, so gradually you have to write here in the class also, so that at your home you will have enough time for the revision. Okay, otherwise you'll just end up writing. Okay, chali. Okay, so our today's topic is the cyclone, and this is the last topic of this chapter. And today we are going to end this chapter. Okay? So from the next class we are going to start our new chapter. Today we are going to end this chapter completely. Only cyclone is remaining with us. Okay, sir. Acha, what happens in the cyclone? Dekho. And what is cyclone? This we already know. This we have already understood. Ki wind blows from high pressure region to the low pressure region. Correct? If here you are having the high pressure, here you are having the low pressure. So definitely the wind will start to blow from high pressure to the low pressure. Okay, this we already know. Okay, sir. Ab in case of the cyclone, what happens is, if you will see the cyclone, can you see this low pressure? It is written here. So on the center, if you will see, on the center of this cyclone, center, on the center of this cyclone, you will have a low pressure region. Ab low pressure region, it means high speed wind. Correct? This we know, na? This we already know. Ki if you are having the high pressure wind, high speed wind, in that condition, the pressure will be low. This we have understood in the wind topic when we are understanding the wind. So in that I told you that if the speed of the wind is more, then the pressure will be less. They are inversely proportional. Inversely proportional means if one is more, then other will be less. ठीक है. So pressure is inversely proportional to the speed of the wind. So in case speed is more, so low pressure. Since here it is low pressure, so that's why we got the idea. Okay, here what is it? It is the high speed wind. Now in the periphery, if you will see, this is the periphery, है ना? So in the periphery, if you are seeing, in that case, you will have the low speed wind. Here you are having the low speed wind. ठीक है. अब low speed wind means what? High pressure. So basically, when you are moving in the outer circle, so from the center, you are moving in the outer circle like this, है ना? This you will see in the form of concentric circles, correct? So if you are moving towards the outer circle region, in that condition, you will see that there is a pressure difference. Pressure difference means low pressure is at the center, and when you are moving away from the center on all the sides, so basically, I say in the increasing circular form, if you'll see, देखो, this is one circle, then second circle, then third circle, this last one is the fourth circle, right? So if you are moving away from the center, you can say, in that condition, what will happen? The pressure will go on increasing. Okay, so don't think ki, sir, in the cyclone the more pressure is at the center. No, at center you are having the low pressure, but the wind speed is very large. Okay, wind speed is very large, whereas when we talk about the pressure, pressure is low at the center, and that we call it as the eye of the cyclone. Here it is written, देखो, what is it? Eye of the cyclone. अच्छा, it will look like a spiral spin. Actually, cyclone looks like this, ऐसे, it goes like this. Have you seen that in some movies or somewhere in some cartoons or somewhere, right? है ना? तो वो it goes like this, ऐसे spiral, ठीक है? And it simply rises up. And so here if you'll see, देखो, what is written here? 1008 MB. MB is what? Millibar. What is this? This is millibar. It is the unit to measure pressure. Remember, we have written in the pressure, है ना? Bar is the unit and millibar is the unit. Like this we have written. Pascal is the unit. I told you about this. Okay. So millibar. अब देखो, here it is 1008. Now when you are moving towards the center, then what is happening? 998, 996, 994 and so on. Okay. So from here we are getting the idea कि on the outer periphery we are having the high pressure. Okay, and when you are moving towards the center, then in that condition what will happen? The pressure is getting low. Why it is getting low? Because when you are moving from outer circle towards the center, then the speed of the wind goes on increasing. Since speed of the wind goes on increasing, so that's why the pressure goes on decreasing. Got the idea? Understood? Yes, Priyashi.
Sir, could you explain how like cyclones are formed? Very understood.
What?
Sir, could you explain like how cyclones are formed?
हाँ, अभी in the next slide अभी I'll explain. ठीक है?
Okay.
You just draw this first and write these things. अभी I'll explain in the next slide. Okay, all the things कि how the cyclones are formed. Okay, the
So
complete
only
slide.
the left side of the diagram.
हाँ हाँ हाँ, you can simply make this only. If you want to make this, you can make this also, है ना? But here what you will make, simply make this thing. These arrows ना, देखो, this like, ठीक है? This one and this arrow ऐसे, ठीक है? Spiral, just make it as a spiral and write this, that here you are having the eye of the cyclone, that is on the middle, है ना? In the middle. Here also in the middle. Here you are having the eye of the cyclone. ठीक है? We call it as the eye of a cyclone. Okay, draw this fast. We have to write some more things in the cyclone. Okay, do it fast. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, noted everyone. Chalo.
Mhm.
Yes, Brahmi?
Sir, 1 minute. Sir, can you just like tell out some millibar again?
Millibar. This is the unit of pressure na, atmospheric pressure.
Oh, okay.
Atmospheric pressure में we are having a unit bar. ठीक है, this bar is the unit and millibar is, it is very less unit, है ना. Like we say na, meter is the unit of length, then we are having a centimeter. Okay, then we are having a millimeter. Similarly, we are having bar as the unit of pressure, atmospheric pressure, and then millibar is the small unit. ठीक है, but it is also the unit of pressure itself. Okay, done. Chaliye, next. Okay, now this is the whole explanation which is given here, what Priyorshi was asking. Okay, so that is the same thing which is written here. Let's read it and then we can write it all. You have to write this complete slide. Okay, I have compiled all the things here in this slide itself, so you have to write it. So gradually I am reading also and I am just making you understand also. You can just start writing. Okay, okay. So the thing is, what are cyclones? So basically, cyclones are large storms that form over a warm ocean waters. Okay, warm ocean waters. Now how it is forming? देखो, as the ocean water gets heated, it is getting heated. Ocean water is getting heated due to the sun rays and all these things. The warm and moist air above it rises. Abhi, this I told you already कि if you are having the air and that is heated, then what happens? It becomes lighter. है ना? It becomes lighter. If it becomes lighter, then what will happen? It will raise. It will raise or it will rise to height. As the moist air rises, the water vapor condenses to form the raindrop. Obviously, evaporation is happening, it is going up, and then in that condition it just condenses, and that's how we are getting the rainfall, correct? So it becomes raindrop. We know that during evaporation what happens? Water takes up heat and then it changes into the vapor. Evaporation is, this is the process, right? Then when this water vapor condenses into raindrop, heat is released back into the atmosphere. This causes further warming of the ascending air, leading it to rise even further. So basically what is happening, देखो, when evaporation happens, ठीक है, तो the water vapor will rise. When it reaches height or reaches cloud, then what happens? It condenses. When it condenses, so then heat is released from that. Condenses means what? Condenses means what? Water vapor is getting converted into the liquid form, right? So gases or vapor is getting converted into the liquid form. So in that condition, the heat gets released from there. That's why it is getting converted into the liquid form. Okay. If you will give more heat to the liquid, so it will become vapor. If you are taking out the heat from the vapor, that is condensation. So then it will become liquid again. So that is the same thing which is happening, कि when water vapor condenses into raindrop, heat is released back into the atmosphere. So it is getting released. Where that heat will go? So it will just go in the atmosphere itself. Since it is going into the atmosphere, so then what will happen? That heat will increase the temperature of the atmosphere again. Correct? When it is increasing, देखो what is written? This causes further warming. Further warming. Again, it is increasing the temperature. And whose temperature? Of the ascending air. So the air which was already there, it is increasing the temperature of that air. Okay, which is ascending. Ascending means moving up, leading it to rise even further, creating an even low pressure area. Okay, so you are having this air, it is getting heated up. Now it is increasing. So in that condition, what will happen? Here the place will be vacant, correct? Low pressure area. What will happen? If here you are having the low pressure area, so what will happen? From the surrounding high pressure area, the air will rush to fill that space, correct? Since here you are having the low pressure area, so surrounding air, it will rush to fill that space. Okay, so in that condition, air from the surrounding region rushes in and it also starts rising. It comes here, rushes to fill that space, it comes here, but here you are having again more temperature. So what will happen? That air will again rise. The air which rushes here, it becomes warm again and then it will rise again. Now this place is again vacant. Here again you are having the low pressure area. So then high pressure to low pressure, again it will rise. Then air will again come here, again here it will get heated up, then again it will rise. And this process goes on continuously, this process goes on. And this is the same thing which is represented here. Can you see this? Okay. The air is coming, it is getting heated up, rising. Then again the air is coming, getting heated up, and then again it is rising. The same thing is happening here. Okay. Okay. So up Earth's rotation causes the moving air to spin. Okay. Earth rotation will provide the spin to that moving air. Moving air is moving up, but due to the Earth rotation, it just starts to move. So it creates a spiral like this. Okay. This is the reason behind it. Okay. This cycle is repeated. Again, I told you, na, it is coming, then rising up, then again low pressure area. Then from the high pressure area, the wind is again coming to that particular area. Again, it is getting heated up, and then again it is rising. Okay, resulting in the creation of very low pressure area with high speed winds revolving around it. Okay, again and again, when the air is rising and it is heating up, in that condition, what will happen? A very low pressure area gets created, right? Very low pressure area. And in the diagram, first diagram, we have already seen that very low pressure area is at the center. And at that center, what is it? What we call it? We call it as the eye of the cyclone. Okay? Eye of the cyclone. So this spinning system of clouds, winds and rain is called a cyclone. Okay? This is the cyclone. Up in that cyclone, the region of lowest pressure, ekdam in the middle, it will be a lowest pressure region. So in that, at the center, known as the eye of the cyclone. This is the eye of the cyclone. Definition of eye of the cyclone. Okay. Now at the eye of the cyclone, what happens? The wind is calm. It is very calm. That is on in the middle, just at the middle, the wind is very calm. But the surrounding region experiences strong winds. Surrounding region will have the strong winds and heavy rainfall as well. As a cyclone moves from the ocean towards the land. A cyclone originates in the ocean. But what happens due to the spin of the earth? The spin is created. So they just start to spin. After spinning, they just move towards the land. Okay. So they just starts to move towards the land itself. Then in that condition, what will happen? It generates higher wind speeds compared to the wind speeds produced by regular thunderstorm. Okay. Once the cyclone reaches land, then the source of moist air is cut off. Up in the land, so you will not have the source of that moist air, na, which that cyclone was getting in the ocean. Okay, in the ocean, the cyclone was getting the moist air, enough moist air, you can say. Okay, so that was the reason why it was becoming very dangerous and destructive. But when it comes to land, in that condition, the moist air, the source of moist air gets cut off. In that condition, what will happen? Gradually, it loses its strength. So, cyclone will lose its strength and ultimately it will come to rest or it will be simply vanished. So, this thing happens in case of the cyclone. Okay, write it and then if you have any doubt, then you can ask. Okay, but first note it down all the things. Noted?
Yes, yes, sir, almost.
Okay, write fast. Done?
So can you, excuse me, sir?
Yes.
I joined late because I had to go for PTM.
Hmm.
So did I miss anything? Like, what did I miss?
No.
Okay. Done, sir. Sir, I'm in the lab. Done, sir.
Done?
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Anyone who is remaining?
Sir, done, sir.
Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All have completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. ठीक है, let's move to the next slide then. Okay. Anyone is having any doubt in this slide? How it is, how cyclones are made and anything you want to ask? Soumya, yes?
Sir, I do not understand the part where the hot air comes in and
वो
the
देखो, it is very
yeah
simple,
that.
ना? देखो, it is very simple to understand. ठीक है? Here you are having the ocean, okay? You are having the ocean. Ab due to the sun rays, due to the high sun rays, what happens? There will be a heating of air over that. Okay. Now, due to the evaporation and the heating of the air, in that condition, what happens? There is a creation of moist air. Means it will be heated, it will rise to a height. Why it is rising to a height? Because heated air or the warm air is lighter. Okay. So anything which is lighter, it will rise. Correct? This we have already seen why ventilators are made and all this. Okay. So, up due to the water, it is not a dry lighter air, it is moist lighter air. Okay? Due to the water, it is having a moisture content. Due to the water. Water, which water? Ocean water. Okay? Now it is rising. When it rises, you can simply understand it like, okay, here you are having air, now it rises. When it rises, then this place is vacant. Correct? To fill this place, the surrounding airs, the air which is surrounding that particular region, that will rush to fill that space. Okay. But at that space, so there is already high temperature. We are having already high temperature. Correct. So the cool air which rushes to fill that space, that air also gets heat up. And that also starts to rise. Okay. Again, some air will come to fill that space, but again that air finds here so we are having high temperature, that also gets heat up and that also rises. So this process continues. Okay, so basically the cool air comes and that rises, comes and then rises. So this thing happens. Okay, and that's how the cyclones are made. Okay, that's how the cyclones are made. Up in that condition, we have seen here that due to the spin of the earth or due to the rotation of the earth, the spin is created. If suppose if the earth is not rotating, so then the spin will not get created. Okay, it is due to the rotation of the earth that spin is getting created. In that condition, what will happen? It will create like this, and the air will start to rise like this. Now you are having the water there, you are having the ocean there, correct? So that air will take the water with it. Okay, that air will take the water with it. That is the condition. Okay, and that's how the air rises by keeping the water with it, and then it will move towards the earth. That is called the cyclone actually. Okay, so cyclone always originates in the ocean and then it moves towards the earth. When it moves towards the earth, then in that condition and it reaches the surface of the earth or towards the mainland, you can say, in that condition it is not having the moist air. So due to the absence of the moist air, what will happen? Due to the absence of the moist air, what will happen? The strength of the cyclone will go down, because it is not having more air to rise or follow that pattern. Correct? So in that condition its strength goes down and that's how it comes to the rest itself, or it will just get ended. Okay, so this is the thing which happens in case of the cyclone. Okay, chalo. Now next, here I'll tell you what you have to write. You have to start writing from here. This you will write, this you will write, and this whole paragraph you will write here. This. Okay.
So will you continue this with
Huh? Just leave one line, just leave one line and then write. Okay. ठीक. अब देखो what is written here कि even as a cyclone loses its strength, है ना? I told you why it loses its strength. Okay, while traveling over the land. So over the land its strength will be less. It will lose its strength. It leaves behind a trail of destruction that can take months or even years to repair. Obviously, it can be very much extremely destructive. Cyclones can be much destructive. This is the example. If you'll see the Amphan cyclone. Okay, there was one cyclone in 2020. Amphan cyclone. ठीक है, 2020 में you were in which grade? 6 years ago. Grade 2 ना? हाँ, so in grade 2. Grade 2.
Grade 2.
Grade 2. So when you were in the grade 2, so then there was one cyclone, Amphan cyclone. ठीक है? Had a peak wind speed. What was the wind speed in this cyclone? It was 270 kilometer per hour. Not meter per second. It is kilometer per hour. ठीक है? So with the wind speed of 270 kilometer per hour, this cyclone was moving. And then strong winds during a cyclone push ocean water towards the shore. Abhi I told you na ki what will happen ki cyclone is rising, water is there, so it will push the water towards the shore. ठीक है? It takes the water with it and pushes towards the shore, creating a wall of water that can be as high as 3 to 12 meters. It depends. ठीक है? 3 meters to 12 meters can be so high. Okay. This surge of water can flood coastal areas and even areas far from the sea also. So if you'll see the coastal region of the India also or any country, so in that condition, if there is a cyclone, okay, so it might be possible that there will be floods. Okay, this is the reason why there is a flood. Okay. Then the heavy rainfall which accompanies a cyclone may cause, what it causes? Rivers to overflow, है ना? Also triggers the landslides. Then seawater rushes inland can contaminate drinking water also, drinking water sources. Then it can damage farmland also. Why? It is saline in nature, na? Okay, it is saline in nature. Okay, salt is there. So the salt in seawater make the soil less fertile. Okay, it makes the soil less fertile, affecting crops. Roads may get blocked due to the fallen trees and debris, then making it difficult for help to reach the affected area. Power outage can also be there, can last for days, disrupting emergency services and daily life as well. Okay, so these are the things, or these are the effects of the cyclone, you can say. Okay, so here if you'll see in this paragraph, what is it? It is the effect of the cyclone. What effect it will cause. If you are getting the question like this, what are the effects of the cyclone? So you will write this thing. You can write it in the point format. So in the exam, you can simply write it in the point form. Understood? How you will write ki okay, it will make the soil less fertile, or it can make the soil infertile. ठीक है? And then you can write ki okay, it can trigger the landslides, है ना? It can contaminate the drinking water. It can cause floods in the coastal regions and even the regions which are away from the sea, like this. ठीक है? So these are the points, है ना? The power outage. ठीक है? The power outage can be there, okay, for a day or two, or even for the 15 days, 10 days. Okay, so these are the things which you can write. Okay, 4-5 points will be enough. Yes, Soumya.
Sir, where did this Amphan cyclone occur?
Cyclone, the same reason. Any cyclone
Like,
rises with the same
so
region,
like
na?
in India,
हाँ, ये Amphan was just the name given to that cyclone. ठीक है? Amphan was just the name given to that cyclone. है ना? Different cyclones are there, so they just give the name to that. Okay. Noted? Done?
No, no, sir.
Okay, okay. Last line. ठीक है.
Later. That's it. That's it.
Anyone who is remaining?
No.
Done? Completed
No.
everyone? Anyone who is remaining? Raise your hands. Who all are remaining? Arya. Okay. Arya, write fast. Noted? Check. Okay. Now, how can we protect ourselves during the cyclone? So basically, here to here you have to write. Okay. This complete. Here you will write the side heading. What will be the side heading? Protection. Protection. Okay. Protection from cyclone. Side heading will be protection from cyclone. Okay. So it is important to stay updated on weather reports and periodic alerts and warning issued by the Indian Meteorological Department. Okay. So there is one department, that is Indian Meteorological Department. It is sometimes it is called as the weather forecasting department, we say, है ना, मौसम विभाग. ठीक है. In Hindi it is called the मौसम विभाग. ठीक है. हाँ. So that is the department which will give you a idea, or you can say which will give you a prediction ki okay, at this time the cyclone can be caused, or the speed of the wind will be this much, है ना, or there can be heavy rainfall in this area. Okay, so whatever things, whatever predictions are related to the weather, it is given by the Indian Meteorological Department. Okay, so it is properly with the devices, scientifically they obtain all the data and then they just predict the things. Okay, so that is the thing with the Indian Meteorological Department. Acha, if you are living in a cyclone prone area means mostly the coastal region, है ना, mostly the coastal regions are the cyclone prone area, है ना. If you'll see here, Tamil Nadu, Goa, Odisha, West Bengal, okay, then Kerala, Karnataka, this way, है ना. So from here to here, if you'll go the Gujarat also, coastal region. So whatever coastal states we are having, they are cyclone prone areas. Okay, especially generally it has been observed कि the area which is near the Bangladesh area, basically West Bengal, Odisha, this side border are more prone for this cyclone. They are more prone towards the cyclone due to the different physical changes or physical weather conditions. Okay, so they are more prone to it. Okay, so keep an emergency. If you are living in this area, keep an emergency kit ready with essential items. And during a cyclone, quickly move to a nearby designated cyclone shelters. So, government, central government, you can say, or state government, along with the Indian Meteorological Department, they just make shelter homes in case of the cyclone. Okay, so in case of this cyclone, we are having the shelters. If you are in these cyclone prone areas, you can simply rush to those shelters. They are obviously they are made at some same safe places, okay, in order to provide the necessary essential things, you can say, or the necessary things, or for the necessary help, they are made in such a way. Okay, so there are certain teams they work, SDRF, NDRF, like these teams are there, these departments are there, which are which are having the expertise in dealing with these type of situation, disaster management situation, basically. Okay, so disaster management situation, we are having the different departments also, so they just deal with it. अंडरस्टूड? ठीक है, डन, नोटेड.
Sir, could you put the previous slide once?
Previous slide, this one.
Yeah. I forgot to add that.
Okay, okay, right.
Sorry, change.
Has it done? This also?
La.
Okay. Who is writing? Rizal? Noted? Okay. Ankit, you are writing?
Last one.
Okay.
Sorry, last line.
Okay, okay, right, right, right. Done? Okay. ठीक है. Okay, now these are the snapshots, है ना? These you need not to write because we have already included all these things in the notes, है ना? Our regular notes, we have already included all those things, so you need not to write these snapshots. You can read it, and if you feel any point is important for you that you have not included, so that you can include. Okay, now these are the questions you have to try it your home. 2-3 questions, 1-2 questions we can do this question. Okay, chalo, let's try the poll, है ना? If you are getting the poll, you can simply answer in that. Okay. Okay, a rubber sucker M is placed on a flat smooth surface.
Sir,
And
I can't get the poll.
An identical.
Yes, sir. Even I didn't get the poll. Even I didn't get.
No one is getting. Chalo, stop poll.
No, sir, I got.
अब तो I have already stopped. Okay, let it be. ठीक है, let's do it. Let's do it this way. Okay. So a rubber sucker M is pressed on a flat smooth surface and an identical sucker N is pressed on a rough surface. ठीक है. So option A says both M and N will stick to their surfaces. Second says both M and N will not stick. Third says M will stick but N will not stick. And D says M will not stick M. C. C. Yeah. C is the, yes, C is the correct option, है ना? What is the reason behind it? The reason is N will not stick. The reason is because we are having the rough surface. अब since you are having the rough surface, there will be
The spaces will be,
हाँ
there
space.
will be spaces in between.
Yes.
And can,
Okay. हाँ
yeah.
हाँ yes. So there will be there will be there will be space to travel for the air. There will be space to travel, right? Or through which the air can go inside the sucker. So in order to get stick properly, there should be a creation of vacuum properly, right? And vacuum means what? The whole air should go out of that. Okay? The whole air should go out of that. But due to the rough surface, it won't be possible. Okay? So that is the reason behind it. Okay. Now choose the correct statement. We have to choose the correct statement. A water tank is placed on the roof of a building at a height h, capital H. To get water with more pressure on the ground floor, one has to increase the height h at which the tank is placed, decrease the height h at which the tank is placed, replace the tank with another tank of the same height that can hold more water, replace the tank with another tank of the same height that can hold less water.
A.
A? ठीक है. Yeah. A will be the correct answer. Why? Because we have already understood this thing that if you want to increase the pressure, so with the height, what happens? With the height, the pressure inside the liquid increases. Correct? So if you are increasing the height, in that condition, the pressure will increase. And that
inversely proportional.
directly proportional. ठीक है? Not inversely. Inversely means one is increasing, so other one is decreasing. That is the inversely. Here directly, directly proportional. Okay. So if you are increasing the height, the pressure will increase. ठीक है sir. Then this one is also there. Try this homework. Okay. State whether the following statements are true or false. Air flows from region of higher pressure to region of lower pressure. Is it true or false? True. True. Second one, liquid exert pressure only at the bottom of a container. Is it true or false? False. This is false. है ना? Why? Because walls of the container also, not only bottom, walls of the container as well. Okay. Then weather is stormy at the eye of a cyclone. Is it? No. False. Why? Because we have seen he at the eye of the cyclone, weather is what? Air is very calm. Correct? Very calm. So it is not stormy. During a thunderstorm, it is safer to be in a car. Is it true? If thunderstorm is there? Yes? Yes. No, yes, what? Yes, sir. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. चलो अब these are some of the questions. You just try at your home, है ना? And if you'll need any help, so you can just ask me. Small questions are there. Explain how storm becomes a cyclone, है ना? Then here if you'll see, explain the process that caused lightning. So here you have to explain the lightning. Small questions are there. Explain why holes are made in banners and hoardings. Have you seen a big banners and hoardings? So small holes are made on that. Have you seen that? Have you not? No?
Yes.
हाँ.
Yeah, I thought windows do that.
हाँ, yes. Small holes will be there in that. ठीक है? Why? Because if the air will come, the wind will blow. What will happen in that condition? The wind should pass through it. Otherwise, it will just take that hoarding with it only. ठीक है? So just to make that, or as a precautionary measure, we do this thing. ठीक है? Okay. So just frame your answers. Write your answers. Try to write your answers. If you'll not get any answer, just let me know. ठीक है? We are not able to write this answer. I'll guide you. ठीक है? How you have to write it. ठीक? Done? चलिए. So now let's wrap up for today. And today we have ended this chapter as well. So this chapter is also over. Now from the next class, we'll start our new chapter, what is it? Light mirror lenses, something like this. Okay, so basically that chapter we are going to start. Okay, understood? Okay. No, 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 Sara, don't send it to me. ऐसे इतने सारे बच्चे will send it to me, so है ना, it will be very difficult for me. है ना, whatever answers you are not getting, that you can tell me कि sir, we are not able to, get these answers. So that I'll help you. Okay. Otherwise, just try to frame your answers and try to write it. Done? ठीक है, चलिए. Thank you so much, everyone. Good night. Enjoy. And in the next class we'll start our
Bye,
new
sir.
chapter. Okay, bye
Bye,
everyone.
sir.
Bye bye
Good study, sir.
bye bye everyone. Okay, bye everyone. Thank you.